Hi everybody, this is Steve, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Oceanic VTX computer. So as we turn it on, you can see it's a beautiful OLED screen. It's pretty nice design for the computer, kind of sleek, doesn't stick out too much like some of the other puck computers that are out there. That's where the battery goes, right up here. 3-button navigation. You have a mode button on the bottom left, advanced button on the bottom right, and a select button on the side here. Here's the home screen. So very easy to navigate. You have a dive log, which makes it easy to go back and check any dive that you've done. Keeps track of the date so you can figure out when it was. Hold down the mode button to head back to the home screen. And of course a history, which is nice because that'll give you kind of a total number of dives, total hours, max depth, all that fun stuff that's nice to look back and see. Now in terms of modes, you have the normal mode, so this is the mode that you would use if you're diving and you have the transmitter connected. Keeps track of your no deco time, your estimated dive time, and your gas time remaining, as well as your depth. Standard dive computer stuff that you're going to get. Beautiful big display, easy to read, which is very nice. Very bright as well. So at the moment I have mine set at 40% brightness, which as you can see is pretty easy to read. You can get up to 100% or 10%, so 10% is pretty dim. I'm pretty happy with the 40% brightness. So that's the normal mode. If we go back to the screen, there's also gauge mode and free dive mode, and then the digital compass. So you will want to calibrate this before you start using it. So on the surface is a little easier. You got to put it face down for a little bit and then face up and then rotate the whole thing around. But it is a 3-axis compass, so it doesn't have to be perfectly level to give you a pretty accurate heading. Not my favorite thing to use. I prefer a traditional compass, but it does work fairly well. So in terms of this computer, things I like, things I don't like. Great computer. I've had it for a while now, and easy to read, easy to navigate through. Great on night dives. If you're looking for a computer for night dives especially, this is an awesome one because you never have to hit the backlight button. Even at 40% brightness, this thing is lighting up your face like crazy. So great computer, easy to read underwater. Simple navigation. It does have Bluetooth. So if you go to setup, you can see here you can set date and time, battery and transmitter status, and Bluetooth. So you can sync it with your phone, and you can actually adjust these settings on your phone or mobile device, which is pretty cool. There is also a USB cord that comes with the computer. It connects right down there. So you can upload all your stuff to your computer, or you can upload your stuff via Bluetooth. So that's a nice feature. The app for the phone does cost money, but the computer app to upload all your dive information is free. Some other things I like, so simple battery change. You don't lose any of your information when you change the battery, which is nice. It works well. I don't really ever have to worry about this one. Some of the things I don't enjoy about it. At the surface, the OLED screen is a little bit difficult to read. You can get glares, and it's just harder to read at the surface, but you're not buying this to read it at the surface. Another downside for this computer is the battery life. Because it is a bright screen, because it's doing a lot of work, the battery life is not as long as you may like it to be. It does use a CR123 battery, which isn't the most common, but not a very expensive battery. I've found them pretty cheap on Amazon, and I just have a big stash of them to take with me on any trip. But if you keep the brightness low and you use the sampling rate at 30 or 60 seconds per sample, you're looking at getting at least 30 dives out of the computer before the battery needs to be changed. Now, depending on how much you're diving, this might not be a problem. Maybe you do 30 dives over the course of 3 years. That's a good amount of time before you got to worry about a battery. But if you're doing a lot of diving, you're averaging 30 dives, every couple months, you will, you might not like this computer as much. But a beautiful computer, very well designed, very sleek, very comfortable. The only problem if you are diving a dry suit, depending on your cuff system, the strap is a little short. I end up using the last 2 holes on the strap when I'm wearing my dry suit. Now, if I'm diving warm water, plenty of extra strap, no worries. But cold water in my dry suit with a placeable cuff system, it's getting towards the end. Never had a problem with it falling off or coming loose or anything, but it would be nice to have a couple extra holes for that strap. Yeah, so I hope everyone checks it out. Hope you enjoyed the video, and join me for another one very soon.